Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So here a piecewise function. Find the limit of f of x where f of x is defined by this. So it will follow this rule when x is less than -1. It will follow this rule here when x is between -1 and 1, and it will follow this rule here where x is greater than +1. Well, anyway, draw this function, and then you can answer this question here. Then you can see the limit as x approaches +1. So draw the function, and then you see. Press pause and have a go. Okay, so when you look at this, when x is less than -1, it will follow this rule. So draw your function f of x equals this for the time being. Hang on, so it will look like this. So it has an intercept of 1, +1, and it has a gradient of 2. Gradient of 2 meaning 1 across, 2 up. 1 across, 2 up. Okay, so this line here is given by this here. But the thing is, when x is less than -1, it will follow this rule here. So when it's less than -1, see -1 is here. So hang on, let me erase this here. So bear with me. So I'm going to erase this here because it will only follow this rule here when x is less than -1. So hang on. So -1 will be around here. Okay. So this here is -1 here. Okay. Hang on. Then your diagram should look like this, with a white circle. Okay, with a white circle, because it's saying strictly less than -1. So your diagram will look like this. So it's basically a straight line here. Okay, and looking at this here, looking at this here, it will follow this when x is bigger than +1. So when x is bigger than +1, well, +1 is here. So when x is bigger than +1, it's going to look like this. Hang on. Your diagram should look like this. You see, this is strictly greater than 1. So your diagram will look like this, with an empty circle here. Okay, and in between -1 and 1, it will follow this. So y equals 3, meaning it will look like this. Hang on, 3 here. Oops, hang on. It will be a 3 here. But don't forget, this is strictly. So it will be strictly greater than -1 and strictly less than 1. So it will be like this. So 3 it will look like this here. Now, as because you're trying to find out the limit as x approaches +1, meaning from the left hand side, this is what's happening here. Approaching from the left hand side, well, you probably start down here, jump to up here, and then as it approaches +1, so +1's here, so it's approaching this here, and then because you're trying to find out the limit as x approaches +1, well, +1's here. From the left hand side, it's going to approach here. From the right hand side, it will head towards this bit here. Okay, so your limit is right here. Okay, well, looking at this diagram, you can see that the limit as x approaches +1, it will be +3. So the limit will be +3. So +3 is your answer. Yeah, so +3 is your answer. Okay.